I'm like, bro, stop crying and let's finish this fight.
I just looked at him. I said, dude, you're a dude. I'm not scared of you, man. Let's go.
That's literally what I walked up to him. I said, stop crying.
You get 5-minute timeouts. I don't take any timeout. I'll come right back into the fight.
Getting behind Covington. Nice shot to the body by kamaru.
He throws like a weird whack. I don't know whether it was a knee or something like that, but then the foot grazes my cup.
I can't do anything but laugh, man. Everybody saw that in the camera. And on the replay in the arena, you could hear everybody booing. I mean,
and instantly, psychologically, when you graze that cup, as a man, you know what's about to follow. You know the pain that's about to come up.
It's clearly above the waistline. Like, he's acting like his nuts are in his liver.
So I'm like, okay, I'm trying to brace for the pain. I'm trying to brace for the pain, but the pain doesn't come. I'm like, oh, it wasn't that bad. Let's go. That literally was like maybe 15, 20 seconds.
And of course, he has to take a break and change my momentum. That changes the course of a fight. So I thought we're supposed to fight to the death, you know, not get timeouts. There's no timeouts in fighting.
And he's like, oh, you faked a nut shot. You faked a nut shot. He grazed my cup. I anticipated the pain. The pain didn't come. I continued with the ass whooping.
But there's no timeouts in the UFC.
Usman's trying to land the harder shots, and Colby is going for volume. There's a big shot.
At this point, he's felt my power, and he knows that he can't take it. He can't handle it.
It was tough, man. After he stopped that, I just remember like it was emotionally drawing a lot out of me because I was like, what? Why am I getting robbed? Why am I getting cheated? I'm not getting a fair fight. How is this not an even playing field? So it was tough, honestly. I wasn't able to get back into my groove like how I normally did because it zapped a lot of my energy.
At the end of each round, we have to let each other know I'm here all night. So you let me know when you're ready to go home because I'm here all night.
This is right before I land this big high kick. Oh, wobbled him. He's really concussed right here, I can tell. And I barely touched his left eye.
So he puts his hands and he slides it down, the Vaseline down, into my right eye, and his fingers go right into my left eye.
This is how bad of an actor he is. He acts like we're not going to be able to see this on replay. Look at him. He's grabbing his right eye. I barely grazed his left eye.
And the doctor's like, I can't touch you. I'm like, are you serious? Wipe this Vaseline out of my eye before they stop this fight.
Why are you grabbing your right eye? That's how concussed he was, that he was grabbing his right eye. He didn't know where he was in that moment.
Then he wipes my eye. He wipes it and I walk. I'm like, let's go. Let's get going. Let's continue it. And then ref starts the fight over. But at this point, I already knew I've taken everything that he had.
But you know, he had to, you know, play this acting role. I guess he's looking to go to Hollywood soon or something because he doesn't want to fight anymore. And Saturday night, I'm going to retire him and he can go to Hollywood for good.
Just a matter of how much can Colby take with that broken jaw.
Yeah, Usman's building. I mean, Usman's still building right now. He hasn't slowed down.
After round 3, I had found his timing. I just shattered his jaw and I get a little reckless.
Just the dog inside me. You know, I grew up in a military family. My grandfather, you know, fought in the Korean War and the Vietnam War. And, you know, I stand behind first responders and law enforcement. And, you know, war is every day. There's no holidays or off days or time to feel bad for yourself if you're injured because war just keeps going. So a true fighter and a true patriot is just going to keep fighting through anything and bring the dog out of them.
It was all about playing strategy here, playing with each other. But yeah, I give him props. Like, he came out in that round and he really brought it. You know, with knowing his jaw was probably about to fall off. He knew that he had to go for broke, and he went for it.
First undisputed title shot for Covington.
Third time the fight has to be stopped. I throw, I think, a jab out, and he throws something out, and then I don't know what, because I hit him a couple of times with a punch.
Yeah, I just looked at him. I said, dude, you're a dude. I'm not scared of you, man. Let's go. I don't need a break. I don't need a timeout like you. You get 5-minute timeouts. I don't take any timeout. I'll come right back into the fight.
So at this point, I was tired of stopping it because I want to get into my groove and I want to get him out of here.
You know, let's fight. And look at how the ref, he's just grabbing me. Look at how he's grabbing my arm. And he's separating me. He's never touching Usman. In between rounds, he's grabbing me. He's pushing me back.
I'm like, bro, stop crying and let's finish this fight. That's literally what I walked up to him. I said, stop I'm crying.
Never Usman, just me. So the bias was clearly there from the start. I got robbed. Saturday night's going to be different.
Our minds have been doing this the whole time that I was starting to push him this way. And he was just he's still giving me resistance. But it was already, after that, at the end of that third round, it was beginning of the end for him. And this is the thing is, the referee is in there to protect you from yourself. Because a hard-headed, well-conditioned athlete like that, you're gonna always wanna stay in and compete.
I looked at the ref, I'm like, how do you call that? And then I say, dude, you're calling these fake fouls the whole fight, you know, these fake nut shots. What about he just hit me in the back of the head 5 times? Show the finishing sequence. All shots to the back of my head.
And it's the referee's job to save you from taking years off of your life. And that's what would happen.
As a fighter in the UFC, I just want to go out on my shit. That's what I signed up to. That's what I want to do. This is fighting. This isn't volleyball or basketball. This is fighting. And he didn't let me go on that. I was robbed that night, and I stood right up and protested right away. It was I got an unfair shake at it, but.
Then he stands up to protest. Did you see his face when he stood up? Nah, buddy, fight's over.
Thankfully, that's in the past. You know, I'm thankful for that, and I've learned my lessons. And Saturday night, I'm going to change the outcome.
And I would have just broke his face every way. I already went for the jaw, broke that. Now I was going for the orbitals.